I know that I want to move out of Berlin, but I don't really know where to go next. So I figured I need more information. I decided to visit my friends in Europe, Emily in Copenhagen and Lou in Lisbon, and also visit Barcelona to just see how it feels to travel on my own. I filmed this trip and I hope you enjoy it. It's my first day in Copenhagen and we're getting some candy and I'm hanging out with my friend Emily.
I don't really have that many boy names I like, but I have a lot of girl names I like.
Something a lesbian would say.
Yeah, but lesbians just get boys.
Really?
Yeah. Or like, it's because when you do like in vitro fertilization, there's more of a chance of getting boys.
Oh, I didn't know that.
After wars, there's like more boys that are born. After war, people have more sex, so there's more chance that the egg will be fertilized early in the days that it's waiting to be fertilized.
You mean in the menstrual cycle?
Yeah.
My first day abroad was very exciting. I enjoyed spending time with Emily and hearing about her critical insights on our evening walk on the graveyard. We continued to get some candy for the Halloween party she planned for the next day.
It's not my best hair day. But you have to be fast with the sprinkles because, I mean, not that fast, but it dries.
Okay. I think unfortunately my friend locked me inside of the apartment. I think she didn't know that if you lock it from outside, the person inside can't get in. So I just noticed there's like this little thing. And I could put my keys through that, but I just need someone who could open the door from outside for me. So I'm just scouting for someone that could help me here. I want to be like this bird. Someone set me free. As you can see, I made it outside. From idea to execution it took about 20 minutes. And yeah, we made it. Sometimes you just have to get out of your comfort zone, I guess. Like, I've never shouted from a window for someone to help me. But it worked. The first person who was trying to help me, it was a woman with a man. But the man sort of was a patient who couldn't walk up the stairs. That's why she quit the rescue operation. And the second was just a nice girl who helped me immediately. So thank you!
It's Chinese, so it's a bit difficult. But my name's Yu Jia.
Yuja.
Yuja. Yeah. But since like it's spelled like Yujia.
Yuja.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Isn't that bad for like the results? Because you're measuring it inside?
I already took a trip outside. I get to see if it's better inside or outside. It's just like a little assignment. Quality is pretty great in general. It's really low. Like the PM 0.1. If a vessel goes by, then there's like the emissions, right? So I feel like the indoors is a bit more protected from it. Like maybe some of it gets in, but not much.
True.
And then by the time the vessel is gone, you know, you're not so exposed to it.
We actually had to do the same, but we didn't have such a nice device. We just had like something we built ourselves.
Oh,
so
that's nice. That's cool.
it was a bit trashy and super inaccurate.
This is really expensive. Like
Yeah.
I mean, they loaned it to us for like the module, right? The course, but like it's proper equipment.
So this guy you just saw, he's doing his studies abroad here for half a year. He said Copenhagen is quite expensive, which most people I've seen here already told me, and the people who moved here. The guy apparently was just missing his family, and he was carrying a device with him that measured the air quality, which I find super nice and interesting because, you know, I actually studied science and technology, environmental science and technology, so he was measuring PM 0.5, which is just a particle matter size that's like in the air. After escaping the apartment, I'm trying to get to Copenhagen, which is some type of plant, I think an energy power plant or something, I don't know. And you can ski on top of it, and there's a climbing wall. I'm interested in all three of these things, so some berries. Look at that. Let's eat one or two. Wow. I'm wondering, like, I think because everyone is coming here by bike, I think this one is. Nobody takes them, but there's so many. Look at that. I feel like I could climb up there because there's this step system, and then you can just hang out on top of Copenhagen.
Welcome to Copenhagen. Here, Ark is producing district heating and electricity by utilizing the residual waste which cannot be reused or recycled. The CEO of Ark, I'm proud of welcoming you to the world's best building market.
I've been to Copenhagen when I was like 16 or 15 with school back then. We were here for 2 days, and I did this exchange with a Danish student. We stayed at their place, and they could stay at our place for like a week. It was a nice experience staying at a Danish school for a week and like experiencing the lifestyle. It was a crazy comparison because the school actually, like, each kid had its own iPad, and it was a state school, and the school just gave it to them for free. And like after school we always went to the sea and swam there, and it was sunny the whole summer. It was a really nice experience, but also a bit mind-boggling because my school was just so behind compared to that, and also way harder, I feel like. Like, there's the climbing wall. You can't really see it on my video, but from this platform down there, up there on the side, you can climb up.
Like, I will do like some kind of like answer about it. Smika kan ikke lide svinger. Nej, Smika har stadig noget sådan at do it. I can see it. Yeah. It's super.
It really is
Did the kids like it?
Yes, they did. I actually met another kid dressed the same.
Really?
So we like, oh, besties, killing besties.
Size time. Where are those jewels?
Do you think you're somehow connected to this person?
I mean, they're already inbred.
Yeah.
Are you feeling?
Yeah.
I cannot be speaking about
About inbred royals? Is that illegal?
But I just feel like you already had the cemetery conversation. It sounds like I'm just obsessed. Or like sunburned.
This looks like Voldemort.
What?
Yeah, Voldemort in the
Voldemort,
last
oh yeah.
in the last movie when part of his soul died and the other part was still remaining. Did you watch the movies?
Yes.
Are you a fan?
Absolutely.
In which house would you be? I feel like can I guess?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw.
It's so funny.
Why? I mean,
I feel like I'm so far from Hufflepuff, but I am Ravenclaw.
okay.
What are you?
Why do you think you're so far from Hufflepuff?
I feel like Hufflepuff are chill people.
And you don't consider yourself a chill person?
I'm not chill. I'm not even chill.
I feel like you don't portray that well to the outside world.
What?
That you're not a chill person.
What are you?
I think I'm Gryffindor or Slytherin. Or what would you have guessed?
Yeah, I feel like you would have been Hufflepuff or Gryffindor.
That's nice.
Yeah.
This could be us.
Exactly.
Did you draw this? Or who did it? Who is this your painting? What do you think about this? I actually like this one.
You want it in your living room?
Yes. No, not really. But like in front of my apartment.
What about this one?
It's not my style. But I feel like you would like it.
No, not really. They're like four pigs glued together, aren't they?
Tell us about your favorite art piece in this room. In this room? Yeah. Well, let me check. Probably this corner.
Of the dots? That's so German of you.
After having the most amazing time in Copenhagen, I continued my travels. I met many of Emily's friends. They were incredibly kind and welcoming. Also, spending time with Emily, who doesn't use any social media, was very grounding and easeful. We also went to the Nordic Queer Film Festival. I fell in love with the city, but it was time to move on. The next stop was Lisbon with Lou. Shit, I'm getting wet.
Kennst du es? So hat alles angefangen. Here's a crown, here's a gown, and no man.
Rainbow was my sign to God. Wow.
I want to see your music videos and songs when you release them. Yeah.
My name is Louis.
What's your experience in Lisbon?
7 months.
I mean, you have the view, right?
On Friday. Yeah, the 8th is on Friday.
You're doing an Erasmus here.
The day before my birthday, so she was.
In 2 months.
That's how I'll always remember.
4 to go. So far.
I'm the 9th of April. She
Nice.
the 8th of April.
A lot of hills.
I'm the 9th of
Up and
April.
down.
The day before my birthday.
Just like life, I guess.
Just like that.
Not the other way around. Yeah.
We had some catching up to do. I got to know their Erasmus friends and cute roommate/friend Pauli. Lou's quite a social person and makes friends easily everywhere they go. I love people like this, but after being with someone 24/7 for a week, I started to crave some alone time in nature. I decided to go to Ericeira for a few nights. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know if this is still part of the national park. 5 seconds ago I said I'm really happy that I rented a car, but now I'm really happy that there aren't any cars, so this is a bit contradicting. I always think, like, when I get a bit sad that humans are not preserving the earth, I always remind myself that nature will survive anything. Isn't it weird? Probably like 80% of people who are watching this never ate an animal that grew up in freedom before. But 80% of people who are watching this are probably also meat eaters. Sometimes I think like eating meat that was grown for you in a cage, or animals that was grown for you, is just also on a spiritual level fucking us up. This is the largest oak cork tree around here. Some large, wow, I want to climb that.
Look at that. Oh.
And the texture, it's quite odd. Now I understand why it's called cork tree. Look at that. You see? It's actually a bit, it's like cork basically. Is cork being made like that? Interesting. Staring at me. After reloading my social battery, I went back to Lisbon to catch my next flight and spend some last moments with Lou and Pauli and Paulis friend Frauke.
Du machst es professionell, ne?
Ich bin voll drin.
Mach das mal, ich krieg die Aufnahme.
Per YouTube.
Nee, ich mach auch, okay.
Das müsst ihr immer machen, weil sonst ist die Kamera zitronisiert.
I think we have to like open it up a bit.
Oh really?
Yeah, no, she's ready.
I've never done this before like that.
Cheering to what now?
Yeah, that's the question.
Cheers to
All the ice
Cheers to yeah.
in the world.
Ja. Muss man dich erst lösen?
You've never tried it before?
Oh ja.
Ich habe so ein Video von Pau. Das zeige ich euch gleich. Das war auch in Portugal.
I did not really film because everyone warned me about pickpockets. That's why this is my first footage, but I have been here for 3 days already and it's super nice. I'm sort of trying to find a place where I can live. Barcelona really is beautiful. Traveling so far has been amazing. It's really nice to see different places. Also, the weather is so much better than in Germany right now, so I really enjoy just having the sun around me. Woo! Oh my god. In 2 days my journey will end and then I have to get rid of all of my stuff in Berlin and try to figure out what I want to do next. So I'm super excited. Life is so nice currently because I'm so flexible now and it's just beautiful. The past days were amazing with my friends and I actually noticed like the places you go to, most of the amazing time I usually have when I am there with people, and that the people I meet and the people I talk to are the most important. Of course it's really nice to live in a place where you have a good government and where the systems work and where you have sun and stuff, like these basic necessities. But in the end it all comes down to people and that. I actually thought I would want to live in Lisbon, but after visiting I sort of noticed that I really feel like an expat there, and I don't know, maybe it was just the area I was living in, but in Barcelona I just don't feel so different, and in Lisbon it just feels like I'm sort of colonizing the country. And here it's just, I don't know. It's just different. It's the same in Copenhagen. I also did not feel like an expat there. I think I need to see more places. Like my travel time now just showed me that I actually need to even want to explore more and be in more places and see more people and see more lifestyles. And so I think this is not, I won't be a resident anywhere soon. Yeah. I mean, I'm young. I don't need to take care of my parents yet. And I think I should cherish the time being so flexible.